Hi Aries, welcome to your one thing reading for June 9th through July 1st. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the link to the reader shout out, which goes to Gemstone Tarot. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to click on the link and check her out and show her some love and support. All right, Aries, one thing. What is your one thing, Aries? Aries. 8 of Wands. Interesting. So things are happening with a quickness. What is that? Is that unexpected communication? Is that just everything around you shifting and changing unexpectedly so? Things changing after you've stood your ground and you've said, all right, I'm going to die on this hill, and everything is shifting. Okay. We've got the Sun. Oh dear, do I need to move these up a little bit? Okay, let's do this. The Wheel of Fortune, the Hermit, right? Yeah. 8 of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, 2 of Swords, 5 of Wands, Magician. All right. All right, so you are wondering what to do now. Perhaps you are really feeling like you don't know what to do. We've got the Ace of Wands and the 10 of Swords here. And then over here we have, and I'm just putting it over here because I can't seem to find something. I've got so many little gadgets and trinkets, and I can't find something that seems to display everything I want to display how I want to display it, given the setup that I have now. So this is the 2 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. So this is all about this, perhaps a new beginning that ended abruptly, or being set, having a new, well, you know what? New beginning that ended abruptly. This passionate interlude, maybe an affair that ended abruptly, and you really feel like this person might be it, and you're not knowing what to do because your friends are all coming at you. Or you're not in communication, or there's all kinds of like, oh my God, maybe it's guilt. Maybe it's not knowing what to do now that there's been this ending for whatever reason. If this was somebody that was otherwise occupied, or you just, as quickly as it started, this ended. There's all kinds of emotions about it, particularly not knowing what to do, or it's probably just really being, I want to say driving you crazy, that you're not in contact, that you've broken up, that you're having to hold back, or that you are set apart from them. Okay. So we got Leo, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo that you could be dealing with here. All right. So you need to focus on the fact that this is going to work out. Maybe it's not going to be the way you want it to work out, but it is, obviously that's just cliche, right? But this has a note of positivity and optimism to it, that things will resolve, that there will be conflict resolution. So there's been an ending, but in fact it is temporary, and it is time for you to go to your separate corners. And you're working on stuff, keeping yourself busy, working on stuff, doing stuff, but perhaps, I can't believe I'm saying this, perhaps it is for you to reach out. Perhaps it is you to reverse your decision. Perhaps it is you that needs to officially end things. Wait, what? So right now it's a period of you going to your separate corner after things have ended and working keeping yourself busy or working on what you need to work on, and there's no contact right now, and that's probably driving you nuts, and you don't want to hear that. But honestly, it might be for you to reach out to clear the air. And maybe that's what happened in the first place, is that things got kind of, so we got this unexpected ending, unexpected swiftness, unexpected change, and here we have unexpected again. And it could be that this is totally out of character for you, but maybe you're the one that needs to reach out. You're processing a lot right now. You might not realize it, but there's a lot going on. Things are shifting for you. I don't know why, but it started in April. I don't know what the heck's going on with your sign, but till about November, there's like a pivotal shift, and I don't know what it is or why, but I can feel the shift. And specifically around the 8th, something happened. And collectively, I mean, there's some kind of shift that took place around the 8th-ish, and in April this year. And it's going to last till around November 15th-ish. And I don't have an ephemeris. I don't have anything in front of me. I'm not basing that on astrology. I don't know what the heck's going on, but it's like a tilt. Anyway, so this is a time of reflection and introspection for you. Perhaps you ended things because of that. Perhaps things ended because, on the one hand, on the surface, it might have been like, oh, we shouldn't be doing this, or, oh, this is just a fling, right? And then, I mean, for a number of reasons it could have ended, but then also it's because you're also going through something. There's this period of reflection and introspection, and this need to be by yourself to be able to process things. And it doesn't just have to do with this relationship that you had just as quick as it started, it ended. It's more than that. It's a pivotal shift. It's like you're going to the next phase of something, the next chapter of your life, and this ending and this thing with this person was just part of it. But now all of a sudden you're going on to the next phase, and I don't know what that is. I just know that there's a change that has happened. Okay, so things with this person, though, focus, have gotten, it's a to be continued, right? We got the Wheel of Fortune, so that's, for me, when it shows up for me, that means that things are not over. It's over for now. It's a reversal for now. It's things stopping unexpectedly for now, but it's negotiable. It depends on effort. It depends on communication, which we see here, 8 of Pentacles and 5 of Wands. This is about quite possibly you coming out of your reflection and reversing your decision to let this person go or to end things with this person. What is this Knight of Swords about? I am stuck on that. What's this Knight of Swords about? Reaching out. Page of Wands, showing interest, reaching out, sending a message. This reminds me of the... except for there's not water here, but it reminds me of the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Wands, putting something out there and waiting to hear back, sending a message of positivity, sending a message of interest, an olive branch, if you will, quite possibly after this 5 of Swords and this 5 of Wands and this Knight of Swords. All right, so you, like I said, and I'm bringing on this drum. We got the 2 of Swords and the Hermit here. This is a time of solitude. You have pulled back. You're processing more than you know. Everybody's situation is different, but I'm sure you have an idea of what I'm talking about if you trace back the dates that I gave you. And the thing is that this is a time, the next, well, okay, so then we're talking about August to, okay, there's the November. Because I said around, what I say, November 15th-ish? Yeah, November 15th. Okay, so from now until November, you're going to be figuring out how to make your life work, figuring out how to make this, particularly this relationship work, since it's so pivotal, figuring out what you want to do in the romance department, whether you want to continue to be solitary, just superficially dating, or if you want to continue with this person. But you need to know that even though it's not readily apparent to you, and this is probably very painful, you got the Sun card here. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is a card of things working out, of resolution, of this is the card of yes. You just got to figure out a way. What's this Magician about? What's this Magician about? Right now you two are at an impasse, but you need to clear the air. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but you may need to be the one to... It's twofold. This is about you changing some things on your end, about working on a few things, but also you reaching out. And this could be because this could be that you two ended in an explosive fight, right? And you're reaching out. You're working on your temper and you're reaching out. This could be that things ended unexpectedly because of a move or because of whatever, and you worked it out. You're working it out. You're figuring it out. And it's about you reversing your direction and sending a message of positivity, of optimism, of hope, of hi, how are you? Opening that door again. What's this Magician about for Aries? I just looked at the timer and it said 11:11, just saying. What's this Magician about for Aries? Somebody got a little bit of a temper. Somebody... okay. What's this Magician about? I got cards flying on. Okay, so we got this Knight of Wands. Go after what you want. Sometimes it's really nice to know that the choice can be yours, or that it will be up to you to make this happen or not. That with the certain context can be really comforting. What else for this Magician? This one flew out, so I'll put this like right here. All right, so what else for this Magician? What else for this Magician? This is you renegotiating the ending. Honestly. This is you figuring out how to get closure. This is you figuring out whether it's the culmination of something and that's the end of it, or if this is the beginning of a grand adventure. We got the Knight of Wands here. So, and we got the, the Sun here. Both are Leos. Honestly, I think after this is saying that, you know what, you've got to realize that this is going to work out for your best interest. However, you have a hand in that. Things are going to resolve. They always do, right? Even inaction is still action of some sort. Even things changing trajectory are still things resolving, because then you have new problems. Point is, this is about you being optimistic, and whatever was just recently ended, I don't think this is about you moving on and figuring out how to do that. I think this is about a reversal, because 2 knights represents intimacy. And I think this is about you going back, can't believe I'm saying this, and perhaps reaching out to this person again to clear the air. And then it's going to be up to you two whether this is an actual ending or whether you two want to try again. The passion seems to be certainly there. And I feel like this is about you making the effort to go after what you want. Honestly. Let me just, because all right, what's this 8 of Pentacles about? What's this 8 of Pentacles about for Aries? What's this 8 of Pentacles about for Aries? Yep. Work at figuring out how to work this out. Working on the relationship, working on parts of yourself that are going to be able to greatly improve this soulmate connection, this committed. We got the 2 of Cups twice here. This is somebody you care for and that you feel very strongly for. And with the right amount of effort put in on your part, this has a chance to be a grand adventure, a grand design, rather than just an ending. Usually 90%, 95, 98% of my readings are about, oh, the other person this, nope, you sit tight, this is for them to work through this and that. This right here, Aries, and you're going to want to punch me in the throat, but this is about you making the effort and turning around and reaching back out to your person after you have worked out a few things on your own. Yeah. I do understand pride. I get it. I get it. What else for Aries? What else for Aries for the one thing? Confirmation card. Hold on a minute. Confirmation for Aries. Nine of Wands. Okay. Along with this Sun card right here, this is about resilience, courage, faith. This has every chance of being able to resolve. This is showing back up even though somebody's mad as hell. This is still showing up. This is being wizened. This is being experienced enough to know what, you know, to pick your battles, that sort of thing. This is upset, but also faith and resiliency and strength enough to weather, to stand your ground and to, I don't want to say fight the battle, but stand your ground and to, you know, kind of clear the air and move past this. Honestly, I don't think this is an ending. I think this is like, all right, this needs to be addressed. Maybe that's what the argument or the ending was about. But this is also about being able to work through it because you have the fortitude and the strength and the experience. And you know what you're fighting for. That's always important, right? Okay. What else for Aries? What else for Aries? So we got the bear and the cross. So this could, where am I going to put this? Good gracious. All right. So we got the bear and the cross. This could be a very nurturing, protective, reciprocal energy, relationship as it were, and the cross that is in crisis. So this could be a normally solid, stable, secure relationship that is in crisis. It could also be that this is a relationship about somebody being really controlling and domineering and the other person having to bear and that's why it's like, you know what, we've had enough, or I've had enough. I cannot take, there's a lot of good things about this relationship, but if your temper, or if you're, and I'm saying this is person, this is just confirmation snapshot. So this is not talking about you per se. It could be talking about the other person, or it could be talking about you. Point being, this safe, nurturing, protective aspect here could also be domineering and controlling and very just oppressive. And when we got it with the cross, that means the relationship is in crisis. And this also has the aspect of it that someone's not accountable for their actions. And so what that looks like is somebody gets to be micromanaging and controlling, and when someone calls them on it, they just leave in a huff instead of having the courage to hear not so nice things and to take that to heart if it's someone you trust, and work on that, work through that, work on that temper, work on that need to control, that sort of thing. So good and bad here as far as a controlling, protective nature, vice versa. And certainly bearing the cross, or things being in crisis because of that, or someone feeling oppressed. It could be that this is something made you feel so safe, solid, and secure with this relationship, and then all of a sudden it's gone and it's a very painful separation. It could be that. This is the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Wands. So we're talking about things have gotten really heated and heavy, and the decision whether to see things through and work things through or not. We got the 9 of Wands, the Sun, and the 6 of Wands here if we're looking at the tarot. And that's all about making the decision to show back up, to clear the air, to work things out. Where's the Magician? No, 5 of Wands. All right. You stay positive. It's worth it. This is fixable, but it is going to take effort and initiation on your part if that's what you want to do. But if you're looking for something to focus on, what's the one thing you can do right now to calm things, to bring clarity for you with this person? You making the first, you working out what you need to work out, and it looks like it might be some temper, control issues, things like that. You know, maybe it's well-intentioned, protective nature, but it turns domineering or controlling at times. You getting a handle on that and then initiating contact, because this with this relationship is worth it. We got the 2 of Cups here twice. We got the 9 of Wands. That's persevering. And we got the Sun. Things resolving. Happy times. All right, Aries, I wish you luck with this. I really do. And I hope you and your person are able to work this out. All right, you take care, and I hope to see you in the next reading.